Hello, everybody, and welcome to my class. In today's lecture, we are going to talk about conjunctions. In German, we say Konjunktion. So, before we start with the lecture, I would like to ask you, do we have conjunctions in English? Have you ever studied conjunctions in your school time or maybe in your college time? Have you ever heard of this word conjunctions? Right? Conjunction, yes, we do have in English. Conjunctions are the words which can join two sentences, which can join two words, which can join two verbs, right? It is like it is a synonym of connector. Connector, maybe you have not heard about the word conjunction. It is the synonym of connector. So connector means a word which can join two sentences, which can join two words, two verbs, two adjectives. Basically, its function is to connect two things, right? In German also we have conjunction. Now in German we have conjunction of various types, right? Few conjunctions fall in this category, few conjunctions fall in this category, few conjunctions fall in this category. Now in today's class we are going to discuss about the basic conjunction which are known as osuda. Osuda, we are going to talk about first type of conjunction. Later on we will discuss about this category and this category as well, but in today's class we will be talking about category 1, and I'll let you know why this is category 1. Why, what is the special characteristic of these conjunction, mm, and the reason why this fall in category 1. These are known as basic conjunction. Basic conjunction because this fall under in category 1. This is the beginning of the conjunction, and they take null position. Null position. Null means zero. You must have heard about counting: null, eins, zwei, drei, vier. So they take null position. That means zero position. They do not affect on the sentence structure, right? They will just come in between. Let us assume this is sentence number 1, this is sentence number 2, and here I put the conjunction, and then this conjunction will not affect neither on this nor on this. So this will just come in between, and that is it. And that is why they are taking null position, zero position. So let's start with the conjunction osuda. Uh, this is an abbreviation for 5 conjunctions. Let's discuss further. So uh, Osuda is an abbreviation for 5 conjunctions. Oder, this is first conjunction. Sondern, this is second conjunction. Und, this is third conjunction. Then, this is fourth conjunction. And aber, this is fifth conjunction. So Osuda is an abbreviation for 5 conjunctions. O denotes order, S denotes sondern, U denotes und, D denotes then, and A is a symbol of aber. So O is order. O is order, which gives you the meaning of or. Then we have sondern, which gives the meaning you rather. And then we have und is and, then is because, and then aber is but. So these 5 words, these can help to connect two sentences, right? So in exam you will find a question, fill osuda, fill osuda. So you should know what is osuda. Osuda is an abbreviation for 5 conjunctions, namely order, sondern, und, then and aber, right? तो एग्जाम में आपको ऐसे पूछा जाएगा, fill osuda. Now what is order? Order is or, right? There you will find a choice. You have to choose between, you need to choose between one thing or other thing, right? Either this or this. So if you find uh, any of these structures, their answer should be order. For example, was willst du trinken? What do you want to drink? So Coke and then blank Pepsi. Was willst du trinken? Coke and then there is a blank Pepsi. What do you want to drink? Coke and then you have to fill here, right? So here there is a choice for you, Coke or Pepsi. So you should write order in blank, right? Let's proceed further. For example, here, wants do, wants is to live. Wants do is you. Wants do in Berlin, and there is a blank and Bonn. So Bonn is the name of a place in Germany. Berlin is the capital of Germany. Wants do in Berlin, order in Bonn. So do you live in Berlin or in Bonn, right? Or in Bonn. So here again we have choice. That is why I have filled order. Coming to the next sentence, learns is learn, learns do is you, learns do Hindi, and there is a blank German. Are you learning Hindi? Oder Deutsch. Are you learning Hindi or German, right? Or. So in exam you will find a blank and then you have to fill here. In exam you can also get MCQ sometimes. MCQ will be like this, like learns do Hindi, Hindi aber Deutsch. This is first option. Second option is learns do Hindi oder Deutsch. So two options are given to you and you need to choose the correct option. So aber, you already know the meaning of aber. Aber is but and order is or. So here answer should be B. A answer is wrong. So if it comes in MCQ form, you have to pick up the correct statement. If it comes in the fill in the blank form, then you have to fill like this. Coming to the next conjunction, like we were discussing about osuda. O is order. We have discussed about it. Now we are taking the next conjunction, which is U, third conjunction, as we will discuss in a while. U is und is and, right? So here there is no choice. Like you are saying this one and two. So you are saying both things in order. In the earlier conjunction, you were saying either one or two, but here you are saying one and as well as two. For example, here, ich spreche Hindi. I speak Hindi, and then there is a blank German, and there is a full stop. So here it is a statement. So I'm saying I speak Hindi and German und Deutsch. Ich spreche Hindi und Deutsch. Right? In English, it should be and. Uh, so its next sentence is mein Freund trinkt Bier. My friend drinks beer und Wein. My friend drinks beer and wine. So in exam, if it comes in MCQ form, it will come like this. Ich spreche, ich spreche Hindi oder Deutsch. This is first statement. And second statement says, ich spreche Hindi aber Deutsch. Aber, you know the meaning of aber, but. And third sentence says, ich spreche Hindi und Deutsch. Now you need to tell me which statement is correct. I speak Hindi or German. I speak Hindi but German. I speak Hindi and German. So I speak Hindi and German. Here it is connecting two words. In the beginning, I told you about the definition of it, that it connects with the, it can connect two words, two verbs, or two sentences. Here it is connecting two words. Okay, so I hope this and concept is clear to you. So coming to the next example, mein Vater. Mein Vater is my father. Mein Vater hat 10. Now here I have given you in numerical form, but in exam you might get a number form. Mein Vater hat 10 Autos, and then there is a blank. 15 Häuser. So my father has 10 cars and 15 houses, right? He's a rich man. I am also a rich man. So mein Vater hat 10 Autos und 15 Häuser. Next sentence says, wir kaufen T-shirt und Jeans, right? But let us assume this is because this is a statement. This the person is saying, the person is stating this sentence. But if I convert this into a question, for example, kaufst du T-shirt, and then there is a blank, or jeans, and there is a question mark. So are you buying T-shirt, or will you buy T-shirt or jeans? So or is more appropriate. I won't say that und is wrong here. Und is also correct, because we are learning a language. In language, that depends on the person. I may also say, will you buy T-shirt and jeans? Both things. So if my intention is if my intention is to say, will you buy T-shirt and jeans? So it is correct. Obviously, it is correct. And if I say, will you buy T-shirt or jeans? What do you want to buy? T-shirt or jeans? So order is correct. So in exam, in MCQ, it won't be like this. There will not be option in these two sentences, because these two sentences are correct. Both the sentences are correct here. So MCQ, they will not give you statements like this where both answers are correct. They will give you something else, right? But still, by any chance, if you get this question in exam, then you should write order, because it is a question, because here is a question mark we are asking. Although und is not uh, although und is also correct here, but still, if it comes in exam, you should write order. Although it will not come in exam, that you will be given a question where order or und, both options you need to write. Okay. uh, Coming to the next conjunction, like osuda, we were discussing osuda. Now o is clear to you, order, choice. U is clear to you, and now we are discussing about d. D is then is because. When you find a reason in a sentence, so here you will find a reason, right? For example, das Kind geht nicht in die Schule, es hat fever. The child is not going to school. Schule is school. Nicht is not. Geht is to go. So the child is not going to the school. Es hat fever. Fever is fever. तो अब यहाँ पे here we are getting a reason why he is not going to school. Because, so because shall come here, hence I must write then answer, right? And if it comes in MCQ form, then they will give you the statement will remain same, but here you will find order, you will find aber, right? Only one word is different. So the child is not going to school because he has fever. The child is not going to school or he has fever. The child is not going to school, but he has fever. So I would say, I'm sorry. Uh, so then option should be correct here. Coming to the next sentence, ich besuche. Besuche is to visit. To visit. Ich besuche meinen Onkel. Ich besuche meinen Onkel. and then there is a blank. Er ist krank. Krank is unwell, sick. So I'll visit my uncle because he is unwell. So answer should be then. I'll visit my uncle because he is unwell, right? So in exam, if it comes in MCQ form, ich besuche meinen Onkel, and then you will be given order here. You will be given aber here. Then you have to choose one correct option. All right. Moving further, now the next conjunction is aber, right? We were discussing osuda. O is order, U is and, D is then. Now we are discussing A. A is aber, which means but. Now it says, ich esse eine Pizza. I eat a pizza. And then there is a blank. Ich esse keinen. Keinen is no, negative. Negation hai. Salat. Salat is salad. So I eat pizza, but I don't eat salad. Right? So aber. Similarly, next, mein Onkel kommt aus Italien. So my uncle is from Italy. Meine Tante kommt aus Japan. So my uncle is from Italy. But my aunt is from Japan. Okay. Now coming to the last conjunction, right? Osuda, 5 conjunctions were there. O is order, U is und, D is then, A is aber, and now we have the last conjunction S. S is sondern. So there is a reason why we are discussing this conjunction at the end of the sentence. It means rather. It means but. Now, if you remember that the meaning of aber is also but, and here sondern also means but. So both gives you the same meaning. Then what is the difference? The difference is it will give you the sense of rather. So when you use the word rather, you say something, you say you come from negative to positive. So in sondern, you come from negative, you come from negative to positive. So rather, right? Uh, and in aber, where the meaning is but, there you go from positive to negative. So if you are saying something from negative to positive, you will use sondern. If you are saying something from positive to negative, then you will use aber. For example, here you said ich esse eine Pizza. Ich esse eine Pizza. So I eat a pizza. I eat pizza. So you're it is a positive statement. Something you are doing, and here you are not doing something. So negative. I do not eat salad. So here it is positive. You eat. Here you do not eat. So you are going from positive to negative. Hence you have used aber. But here you will come from negative to positive. So sometimes you will use but, sometimes you will use rather. Not this but that. So negative to positive. So not this but that, right? And sometimes like here, Martin is nicht arm. Martin is not poor, rather he is rich. So nicht arm, not poor, and Reich is rich. So negative to positive you are coming, hence you will write sondern. Then ich spreche nicht nur Deutsch. So second meaning of sondern is nicht nur, sondern auch. Not only but also, but also, not only but also. So ich spreche nicht nur Deutsch, I speak not only German, but also, sondern Hindi auch, right? So if you get a structure like this, not only but also, then also you have to write sondern. So sondern has two meanings. One, when you come from negative to positive, and second is not only but also. So nicht nur sondern auch. For example, here, Erhard, Erhard kein Geld. Geld is money. Geld is money. He has no money. So negative, we negative statement है, but the credit card. But he has a credit card. He has no money, no cash. He has no cash. He has no cash, but he has the credit card. So we are going from negative to positive. He does not have, not have. He has, he has. So not have. So so here we are going negative to positive. Hence we will use sondern. Coming to the next sentence, ich kaufe keinen negative. If it is einen without k, then it is positive. If we write k, it is negative. So how do we identify it is negative? You will find a word like nicht, or uh, you will find an indefinite article with k, like keine, keinen, keinem. All these words are negative, because ein, you already know ein, eine, ein, einen, einen, eine, ein. This is an indefinite article table. If you go and revise indefinite article, this is like nominative, this is accusative, this is masculine, feminine, neutral. So if I this means a or n. So if I put just k here, it will convert into negative. If I write k here, keine, keinen, so all these words will become negative. So ich kaufe keinen Bleistift. I'm not buying a pencil, but I am buying a pen. So rather a pen. So sondern shall come here. So here I'm going from negative, that I'm not buying a pencil, but I'm buying a pen. So not buying and buying. So negative to positive, sondern, right? Now here few more sentences are there for you. Uh, like the sentence says, der Lehrer fragt. Der Übung is exercise. Now we'll do exercise. Der Lehrer fragt. The teacher asked, and then there is a blank. Die Studenten antworten. So what conjunction shall I fill from O Suda? First is order. The teacher asked or the student answer. Or let's take the second, sondern. The teacher asked, rather the student answer. No, it is also wrong. Third is you. You is und. Let's try to fill you. So the teacher asked and the student answered. So it seems to be the appropriate one, right? Hence answer must be und. Next sentence. Welcher Film magst du? Magst is like, it is a modal verb, right? Mögen. If you have learned about modal verbs, mögen is a verb. Welcher Film magst du? Which film do you like? Einen neuen, a new, then there's a blank, a old film. So which film do you like? A old or a new or an old one? So order, right? Here I am asking about which, like this or this. Coming to the next sentence, Peter and then there is a blank. Maria sprechen Deutsch. Peter und Maria sprechen Deutsch. Peter and Maria speak German. And then Martin is glücklich. Glücklich is happy. Glücklich is happy. Martin is glücklich. Martin is happy. He has a new car. So why he is happy? And here is a reason. So whenever you get a reason, then you must write because. So then should be the answer here. Next says, ich habe kein Auto. I don't have car. Ein Motorrad. But I have a motorcycle. So I don't have, but I have. So negative to positive. Here it should be sondern, right? I'm sorry, it should write. I should write it here, sondern, and then here you should write rather or but. Okay, so you can frame sentences from your own and post now your sentences in the chat box, and then I'll check your answers. I hope you must have understood something, a clear picture to you now. We will discuss more things in next class. Bye bye. Danke. Tschüss.